Name, hon?
My name is Iris Marions. I'm the niece of Iris Canada.
All right, and I know we're in front of the 850 Bryant, the DA's office right now, and I wanted to, Poor Magazine and other folks have been doing work to try to convict eviction as basically elder abuse. And we understand that you've already moved forward with trying to bring the harassment as elder abuse. Can you tell folks where that's at and where it has been?
Well, these came as a result of Iris Canada being hospitalized. There were cameras placed at her front door and her back door. She was under surveillance for 24 hours, 7 days a week, by Peter Owens and 2 people per unit. So that's 10 people in the building, Peter Owens, his wife, and his brother. And this is considered conspiracy, and it's also considered elder abuse. My aunt was offended by the cameras, and she asked them, and I sent an email to Peter Owens, and she kept looking out the window. When I sent the email to Peter Owens, the response was a pounding on the front door, a pounding in the wall next door, and my aunt's response to that was a stroke. And trying to get her to the hospital, our car was blocked by other owners in the building. UCSF Hospital Medical Center contacted Adult Protective Services. Adult Protective Services has done the minimal, and this went to the Special Victims Unit. But Adult Protective Services did suggest me to move her out of her unit for a couple of months while they did an investigation. Unfortunately, I don't have the findings of that investigation. The police department did pull us in, and we spoke to them about all of the things that have happened. Peter Owens went into my aunt's unit. He did not have permission to go into her unit. The photographs that were aired on the news, I don't know where those photographs came from, and I don't know if they were her apartment. So I think that Channel 5 and Tara Moriarty and the news director, Dana Hahn, need to look into their information before they send it out in the press. They're invited to her home. Yep. Judge Robinson's invited to her home. She paid her mortgage. She was not in the rears. I'm not sure what gave Peter Owens the thought that she may have moved when he was accepting her mortgage payments for all of that time, even when he launched the lawsuit. He broke into her apartment. He removed her life estate document and all her important documents from her home. Then, after that, they placed cameras up. Right. There are police reports to follow all of these things. Right. They taped tape to her door. Her doorbell rang into another apartment, not her apartment. Right. My aunt left her home for a little while because she was hospitalized, and she also traveled. My aunt purchased a life estate, and she made a down payment of $17,000 to Peter Owens to purchase her life estate for $250,000. She has paid thus far $100,000 into that life estate, and she was not in the rears. Right. She was asked to sign condo conversion documents. The city and the county have condo conversion guidelines. The condo conversion documents were already populated with her responses, meaning that Peter Owens wrote in her responses to skip over the guidelines. If 668 Page Street is converted to condo, and Iris Canada is not allowed to purchase her unit, or she is illegally evicted for the pages that were attached to her deed of trust by Peter Owens. Her attorney at the time said clearly those 2 pages that are attached to her deed of trust, which gave lift to the lawsuit that she is being sued by right now, are in fact fraudulent. The DA's office
have done nothing as of now. And when
Conrad
did you file? When did you file those cases with Conrad Del Cesario and the DA?
They were filed. Well, I don't know what was filed. It went to the Special Victims Unit, and then they send that to.
When did you open that with them?
This started in October of last year.
That's what I need to know, and that's very typical.
The APS, the department, the Adult Protective Services Unit is aware.
Okay.
Jill Nilsson and the director of the Adult Protective Services Unit, I'm not clear what they're doing. But what my understanding is that this woman is 100 years old. She should be protected by the U.S. Constitution, the laws that govern this city and county in the state of California, and all of the resources that are afforded to elderly in the city and county of San Francisco. I need to understand why it's different for her. I need to understand why he sold her a life estate for $250,000 and then self-financed the other units for a little over $3. Why was she not allowed to purchase, or she thought she was in a purchase deed? deal. She thought she was in a purchase deal because she purchased. It says, if you pull the documents, it says she's an owner.
Okay.
But